Good afternoon everyone, welcome to Gendera. I'm Gerwin. I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on the chicks. So they're little Rhode Island red ones with their mama, and the little black one is having a bit of a rough time with the mum because the mum's trying to keep them away from the chicks, but I'm having a problem with the mum. Yesterday I had to get their water up off the ground and put a little brick there so that they can reach it because mummy hen is doing what mummy hens do and is teaching them to scratch around and is filling their feeder and their waterer up with soil rather than food. So I'm going to raise this up a bit more, and I've got a couple of bricks here so that the chicks can actually reach it. So, but mummy's doing a good job. It's getting close to time where I have to take her out though, and I can put her back with the others. Just put a bucket of food in and look what the little one's found. Anyway, I better get to this so that I can sort these little chicks out and raise that feeder up, and I'll be back shortly. I don't think I've got anywhere I can really sit this to video while I'm working. Sorry, there's not really anywhere in here I can do that. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so it's a fairly quick task. So hopefully those bricks are in a good spot for the little chicks to jump on. And it's not too high. They got a few bits and pieces on the ground now that they can peck at. And this is actually adult feed that they're getting, but it's the showbird breeder feed, so it's small pellets, so hopefully it'll be good for them. It's high in protein. So yes, but the chicks are doing well. It's very exciting. Love watching little chicks grow. Jonathan's getting impatient to be able to come in and play with them, but with mummy hen in here still, that's just not going to happen because she's just way too protective of the little babies. And I had a friend give me 2 Rhode Island red utility birds. Don't get tricked by that. They are not Rhode Island red birds. At least they're not the nice big dual purpose birds like she is. The whole purpose, the reason I like the Rhode Island reds is because they're a big bird, so they're good for meat production, but they're also great layers. So I'm very disappointed with the Rhode Island red utility birds. But I had them in here for a little while and she was just pecking them to bits. She was not happy at all because they were hassling her babies. And of course they were hassling him or her. I'm not sure whether it's boy or girl still. So his favourite place is behind, or her favourite place is behind the nesting box. So yes, anyway. Oh, look at that. Mummy hen's actually picking food out and dropping it on the ground for them. Isn't she good? She's a good mama. She's teaching them the ropes. So good. So lovely. Oh, and I want to show you what I'm wearing. I got my Life is Better with Chickens shirt on, and of course it's a Rhode Island red. I do like my shirt. It's very comfortable, so really pleased with that. Yeah, really excited about my shirts. It's nice. I'm planning on changing my entire wardrobe over, so I'm wearing positive and encouraging messages on my chest and possibly on my back. I haven't got any with the back messages yet, but life is totally better with chickens, especially baby chicks. They're so much fun. But they do keep you on your toes. And it's a bit hard to tell how many hens and how many roosters I've got here at the moment. Yeah, it's very, very difficult to tell. But the water is working well. Mama chick hen can't fill that up with dirt anymore. It's been a problem. The chicks have been either without food or out water because mum's been scratching around in the dirt too much, which is great from making compost perspective. Not so great from having clean fresh water for them to drink. So I've found a solution to that problem. Chicks are happily pecking away at the ground, which is wonderful. Mummy's happily pecking away. So another week or so, and I'm actually going to put Mum back in with the other Rhode Island Red hens. So, yes. Anyway, that's the update for today. I've got to go around and finish feeding all of the other chickens. They're all... Oh, I may as well take you on a walk and show you all the other chickens, shall I? Especially these Rhode Island Red utility roosters. I'm not sure what to do with them. Because they're a very small bird, very small frame. Definitely wouldn't be any good for meat birds. Supposedly they're really good for laying, so, but that doesn't help when you're a rooster. Anyway, I gotta hop out of here and take around my trolley and feed all the chickens. I've done the Rhode Island Reds in the tractor over there already. I gotta do those guys, which I'm a little bit nervous of, and I'm not going to bring you in for that one because that rooster's feisty and I've got to be really careful with him. All of my Rhode Island Red roosters have all gone really feisty on me, and I know that, oops, sorry, shocking camera work there. I know it's a bit of it is fairly common for the breed to get feisty, which is one of the reasons I have my Rhode Island Reds usually in mobile tractors. So that way they get to move around, they get fresh ground every day, but I also don't have to worry about them attacking me. So in this one I've got 2 black hens. They're just black blonde birds, so just laying hens, along with the black Rhode Island Red. Oh, not black Rhode Island Red, with the Rhode Island Red. So he was hand raised and he was fairly friendly before he got girls. He's not so friendly anymore, but the girls have been laying eggs in there, and I would really like to put their eggs in the incubator because I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a rooster similar to the one that Jonathan lost from these 3. That's my hope anyway. So yeah, but I gotta get food into there and the eggs out of there. I'm half tempted to go get the net and put the net over him. I know I'm a wuss. I absolutely am a wuss. And he'll probably be fine if I go in there with the food. It makes it difficult to want to feed them when they're being a bit feisty. And he has been a bit feisty, which is not wonderful. Not wonderful at all. Anyway, I might distract him with food. That might work. Honestly, the easiest way is probably going to be to grab him. But I'm not going to get it done if I'm standing here talking to you guys, am I? I mean, he's so much smaller than me. It shouldn't be scary. Anyway, let's jump in there and try and sort him out. Well, I gave up. I thought about going in, but then I didn't actually. Well, I did go in, but I ended up catching him with the net and then put their feed into their feeder and collected the eggs. So him and I just do not have a great relationship. My shirt's gotten wet. Not sure how. Anyway, they're fed and they're watered. That's the main thing. Jeez. Off to do the other lot. And I need to find a solution to a feeder for one of them, because those Rhode Island Reds broke their feeder and I'm just really low on feeders at the moment. I've got too many chicken coops and not enough feeders, so I might have to sprinkle their feed, the Rhode Island Red rooster, Rhode Island Red utility roosters, food on the ground for them. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Okay, so these are Matthew's chickens, and I think I've got 2 broody hens over there in the same nesting box. I'm not sure what the deal with that is, but they're at least on some fresh ground. Not that there's really much grass to speak of. They're Jonathan's chickens. There's some roosters, and then I've got a Rhode Island white and some white laying hens in that back pen over there. But let's give these lots some food first. Well, as soon as I put the food out, the two girls that were in the nesting box came out, and there's only 5 eggs in the nesting box, so I'm actually tempted to put those other eggs under there if I've got 2 broody hens. Anyway, I'm not going to get a lot of eggs out of them if they're broody. It's really not big enough for 2 chickens, and it means the other one just lays on the ground. But yeah, I better get these other guys fed. They're getting very fractious over there, so it's nice and easy to do their water. It's a little harder to do their food, but anyway, better get to it. It's not going to get itself done, is it? So this paddock is looking really sad. We just have not had very much rain at all lately. We got 9 mil the other day, but that's like the first bit of rain we've had in months. Honestly, it's been a very dry, it was a dry winter and a dry spring so far. So yeah, I got the paddocks slashed just at the right time, so they're starting to grow back nicely. So there is actually some feed in here for when I move the goats in here, but I'm going to get my little paddock set up in here. But at the moment they're getting set up out the back, so we'll sort the back ones out first, then we'll come and do the front. That's my theory, if I don't run out of money first. Anyway, at the moment I've got the chickens here, so they're just fertilising the ground and not really laying many eggs. Anyway, let's get these girls some feed before they mutiny on me. They're happy. You can tell who the favourite one is, can't you? The one that's lost all the feathers and has a pet head. Oh, that poor chicken. Anyway, she's clearly Mr. Rooster's favourite. The black one's not. The black one gets picked on all the time. Anyway, gotta get the others fed. The roosters, pretty sure, have got some feed left still, so they don't desperately need any, and roosters don't eat a lot really. But I just filled that water up and they've knocked the thing out again and it's drained it. Oh, you silly roosters. I'm having a real problem with these guys. It's definitely empty, but the cork's still in. They have actually knocked the cork out a couple of times. I only filled that up about an hour or so ago. It mustn't have, if it's on a bit of an angle, it doesn't quite work right, so I'd say that's what the problem is. But I'll have to fill that up again. Anyway,